I always believed in trust. I believed in the life my wife, Emily, and I were building. We had been married for 7 years, and we were expecting our first child. I envisioned a peaceful home filled with laughter, family traditions, and the kind of intimacy that comes with years of shared experiences. I never thought I would find myself betrayed in the most unimaginable way. It started innocuously. Our neighbor Jason had always been friendly. He'd bring over leftovers, help with household projects, and casually chat with Emily while I was at work. I dismissed it, convinced that he was just a helpful friend. Emily seemed perfectly normal, warm, loving, and excited about our pregnancy. I didn't see any warning signs. Not yet. Over the past few weeks, however, I noticed small things. Emily seemed distracted at times. She would receive texts and smile nervously, slipping her phone out of my view. Jason's visits seemed more frequent, always coinciding with the moments Emily was alone at home. There was a subtle tension I couldn't place, a strange energy lingering when I entered the room. I tried to ignore it, telling myself I was overthinking things. But deep down, a voice told me that something was off. Then came the day that would change everything. I decided to leave work early, hoping to surprise Emily with lunch and some flowers. I parked outside, feeling a calm satisfaction at the thought of seeing her smile. As I walked to the front door, the sound of voices reached my ears. I assumed it was Jason dropping off something for her. But when I opened the door, what I saw made my stomach drop, my heart stop, and my mind spiral. Emily was kneeling on the living room floor, and Jason was kneeling before her, rubbing lotion on her pregnant stomach. At first, I thought I was imagining it. Maybe it was some innocent prenatal care thing? But as I took in the intimacy of their interaction, the way she leaned into him, the small smiles, the whispered words, I realized this was not innocent. My wife was cheating. My neighbor was betraying me. And it was happening right in my living room. Shock rooted me to the spot. My mind raced. How long had this been going on? How could she betray me like this, while I trusted her completely, while we were bringing a child into this world together? My first instinct was rage. I wanted to scream, to attack, to end everything on the spot. But then a more calculated thought took hold. If I acted impulsively, I risked losing everything. I needed proof, undeniable evidence that could hold up against any denials. I quietly pulled out my phone and started recording. Every motion, every whisper, every intimate gesture was captured. I didn't want to act yet. I wanted to understand the full scope of this betrayal. Over the next few days, I dug deeper. I looked through messages, tracked interactions, and pieced together the timeline of their secret meetings. Jason's arrogance had made him careless, leaving traces everywhere. Emily, too, had been sloppy in her concealment. Each slip confirmed my growing suspicion. This affair was real, ongoing, and deliberate. With evidence in hand, I began planning my confrontation. This wouldn't be a simple argument. It had to be epic, undeniable, and public enough to ensure accountability. I enlisted a trusted friend to help orchestrate a scenario where the truth could no longer be hidden. Together, we created a digital dossier, messages, photos, timestamps, and recordings compiled into a single, irrefutable narrative. The confrontation came during a small dinner at home. Emily and Jason were present, unsuspecting, confident in their secrecy. I waited until the moment felt right. Then I played the digital dossier on the living room TV. Every message, every photo, every recorded encounter flashed across the screen. Emily froze. Her confident smile faltered. Jason's smugness vanished instantly. Gasps and murmurs filled the room. The betrayal they had hidden so carefully was now in the open, undeniable to anyone who saw it. The fallout was immediate. Emily's social circle shattered. Friends and family recoiled in disbelief. Jason faced social ostracism. Their secret lives, once hidden in plain sight, were exposed in the harsh light of truth. I had ensured accountability, but the emotional cost was high. The trust I once placed in my wife was gone. The life we had planned together as a family was forever altered. In the weeks and months that followed, life became a delicate balance. I focused on protecting my unborn child from emotional turbulence, managing separation logistics, and rebuilding my life around honesty and vigilance. Emily faced the consequences of her choices, professionally, socially, and personally. Jason's reputation never recovered. Looking back, I realized this experience taught me painful but crucial lessons. Trust can be fragile. Betrayal can hide in plain sight, and confronting deception requires patience, evidence, and strategic planning. Walking in on my wife and neighbor was devastating, but the epic exposure ensured that the truth prevailed and accountability was unavoidable. Sometimes betrayal is exposed in the most shocking ways, but when evidence, strategy, and courage combine, even the deepest deceit cannot survive.